Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, it is revealed. So Phantom Fuel is going to, be released in the TCG with the new Battles of Legends set. And that changes a lot for Yubel. Pretty much in the OCG, Yubel is not the best deck, but it's up there. It's one of the top 3 decks. So it definitely has a chance, right, in a TCG, in a very stale format that we are now in. So it's a big card, a Contact Fusion, basically monster negation, right? Sadly, does not destroy the monster that it's negated. But you get to pop a Yubel monster, you get effects, etc. Plus a potential search eventually, with the spell sets, and so on. So going first, the build is pretty straightforward. You have the ability to mimic a lot of hand traps. That's basically this current format with Snake Eyes. I think I'm at pretty much the maximum amount of hand traps with like some small variations. I still have Fenrir there, but you could maybe drop Fenrir and add in a 3rd Ghost Ogre or 3rd Nip. I mean, it's up to you, right? Depends on the current format. If you're going for locals, regionals, or even YCS, it might be a bit different, but I like the Fenrir. The end boards are pretty straightforward as well. It doesn't really change that much. No, that's not true. Yubel gets another monster negation, right, with the fusion with Phantom. Plus it gives the deck more options to play through Nip, into Nip as well, and that's already a big one. The Gates engine is still there. I mean, Easy Fiends plays through hand traps. In the OCG, it definitely helps get around Max C to some extent. Extra normal summon for, I was about to say Plant. I always call it Lone Fire, but you know which one I mean. So go for the Unchained Link 2. I mean, the basic end board, I guess, is your Unchained Soul, your Link 2 to quick link during your opponent's turn, having the trap, having the Unchained Link 2 in the graveyard, right? Potentially pop with the trap, banish itself, reborn the Unchained Soul. And then depending on your extenders, maybe you have the rank 10 for an Omni negation, the Baron rank 10, also one of the new cards, more recent cards. So again, it depends, if you want to establish or pump out another fusion, because again, that summoning effects, that summon is not once per turn. That's cute, like Duster, Lightning Storm, and even then, as like Unchained can play through that. A small Unchained engine definitely plays through that as well. It's a special summon Yugioh, and this is definitely not enough, right? You have the Unchained Soul, Link 2 indeed for the Little Knight, banish 10 by Dragon, and that's game. That's game. I mean, if you take a look, like currently, before Infinite Forbidden, Tenpai is not. I mean, Tenpai definitely needs their 2nd wave of support. But what I was about to say is the matchup against Yubel. Tenpai is it's focused on their battle phase, while Yubel is focused on battle phase as well a little bit. You're not running the Grinder Golem. I don't think you need to. Nip is there to potentially give your opponent a strong token, right? To attack into it if you're going second, that is, or when second. But I'm not so sure. I don't think you need to run the Grinder Golem, but I mean the Time by Dragon is definitely a solid matchup, especially if they're letting you go first. I still like Link 3. It's not really that common in the OCG, but then again, the OCG they're running the Fiendsmith engine there. Infinite Forbidden. There are one set. I mean, they're a couple of months in front. So this opening turn is fantastic. You have the Omni negation, the rank 10, plus a potential pop if you want. You have a monster negation. The thing is, Talents is a problem. Could have been a problem, so I was like, I'm not going to sacrifice my rank 10 that easily. Just keep it on field for a potential Talents. So I wasn't able to, reborn a Yubel or Yubel from my graveyard, right? It's fine though. I mean, look, so many interruptions. And here, like Little Knight, that's fine. Then again, it gives them an extra draw, right? Like maybe in hindsight, I think I have Imperm. Maybe I should have Impermed. Maybe. I mean, in this sort of this, like and I used the pop effect, right? I don't think that was needed. Again, in hindsight, you're just popping the Poplar, which wasn't that big of a deal, and you're sacrificing a negation, right, from your rank 10. So that definitely was not needed. And this should be more than enough. Go for Cross Sheep, Contact Fusion for the fusion. Reborn something that's not that important. The question now is that am I able to... I think I was able to pump out enough damage. I think so, with something like Access Code. I think I was able to go for Link 3, Link 4. That's 3k, 5. Yeah, that would have been game. I mean, this is game either way. You have Muckracker for another Reborn, I think. No, not needed, yeah, because Little Knight and the Lone Fire Blossom 2.0 is going to return to the field. Okay, so go second this time. Again, this is why you're running so many hand traps into this form. I was, looking at Mourner as well, because there is space in the deck. Fenrir is too strong. Because of this, attack over the Little Knight and then use the effect during main phase 2. I get met by Troll though, and that prevents me from searching. I could have left Fenrir on field, but I think going for Little Knight was stronger. It's still an interruption against that particular deck. I think everything, triggers the Little Knight, and I can banish the Witch. And is Witch a one-off? In, nowadays in Snake Eyes, I think so. Maybe not. Maybe. Anyway. So I get Call Bites, which is decent. I can still recover, Joe. I can't go for game. So go for Spirit of Yubel, drop that one to the field to get another search. I probably should have searched it to the hands, not set it for evenly, but again, it doesn't matter in this game situation. But the Chronicle, would not have done anything. So this should be more than enough. So I have all continuous spells on field. I can use all of them basically. Use the field spell to get both Yubels on field. Well, the second one it is Incarnate, right? Attacking could be gimmicky depending on the defense of your opponent's face down set, but with a couple of special summons more, you can definitely pump out a bigger board. Like Access Code is there for, 4k. Special summon eventually the Unchained Link. You could pump out maybe the rank 10 as well, and then Access Code pop. So that should be more than enough, right? Skirmer to field Unchained Soul. Banish Skirmer, such a solid card. Go for another or Sharvara first to get another search. Potential pop. Problem Sharvara locks you into feeds. If it's face up on the field. So I go for Muckraker first. And there is indeed a rank 10, and this should be more than enough. So use Muckraker. Look at this field. Delicious. Like all the tools. So definitely cool. Last one going first. Tirlement. Okay. This is an okay opening hand. The Terror Incarnate, right? The one that you don't want to draw. That's not that great. So use the continuous spell pop. Yubel, special summon the OG Yubel, and some standard plays again, small Unchained package. So end with a couple of interruptions. The problem though is that you see it in the hand already, and that's Super Poly. And speaking of Super Poly, there is no Super Poly in the main deck here. I'm not so sure. Going first, it's very mediocre, but like going second, I mean, okay, yeah, you could potentially get a Yubel out and then potentially Super Poly their board for your Yubel fusion. Yeah, maybe. But I'm not so sure about that. I'd rather prefer more hand traps, maybe. Again, that kind of depends on the format a little bit. But you're definitely side-taking Super Polys, right? If you know you're going second. So anyway, I do opt to imperm the Reno because of the Pearl Reno field spell. I don't want to, get a pop or, get something destroyed. I do negate Dark Charmer. The card is not destroyed because, the Phantom does not destroy. Go for OG Yubel. I get thrusted into Talons, which is fine. They're underestimating the card in my hand. I do lose Throne, which I guess is fine. It's not the best, because again, Throne, its best effect search it only works upon activation. So that's okay, should have been worse. Nip keeps me in the duel, I guess a little bit, because again, this prevents the zombie vampire and, potential pop, potential, what is it? More Tirlement fusions, right? And, Gates, such a disgusting card in the deck. So drop Yubel fusion, drop Phantom for the potential, yeah, for indeed the, whatchamacallit, the Little Knight. And now it's just, bump out a couple of big beat sticks, bump out a couple of Yubels. Keep in mind that the, the Sark could potentially trigger. So am I able to pop Sark? Maybe. Just so they can do a token, and eventually they can do Little Knight, probably. Or something like that. Or I could even link it up. I think should be going for this. Can I go for Crush Sheep? Did I already use Crush Sheep? No, Muckraker. Okay, Muckraker prevents those link summons. I cannot use Muckraker itself. Okay, yeah, whatever. Which, I mean, it's definitely a card needed. It gives Yubel the necessary boost to be more competitive. More tools, more options to, deal with Snake Eyes, especially going first for more negation. So it's a solid card. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Signing out. Peace.